The coffee sits untouched on the table. Charlie Woods stares at his phone. 2 emails, both opened, neither answered. Stanford's crimson logo glows on one screen, Miami's orange and green on the other. Outside, Florida rain hammers against the window of his father's $54 million Jupiter Island estate. This isn't just about golf. It's not even about college anymore. Somewhere across town, another teenager posts on Instagram, a photo from the green blonde hair catching the sunlight. Caption reading blessed. Kai Trump, granddaughter of a former president. $1 million NIL deals before she even graduated high school. Charlie's finger hovers over the like button. He doesn't press it. Not yet. His father built a legacy that turned golf into religion. Stanford, the path of champions, the breeding ground of major winners, the school that shaped Tiger's destiny. Miami, sunshine, freedom, proximity to everything familiar, and maybe, just maybe, proximity to someone who understands what it's like when your last name weighs more than your swing. The decision deadline is 48 hours away. The world thinks they know what Charlie will choose. The world has no idea what's actually happening inside his head. Before we go deeper into this story, there's something you should know. This isn't just another sports rumor breakdown. This is about pressure, identity, and the choices that define us when nobody's watching. If that resonates with you, you'll want to stay for what comes next. Charlie Woods didn't choose his last name, but he wears it like armor. Heavy, protective, impossible to take off. At 17, he's already lived more under a microscope than most people will in a lifetime. Cameras have followed him since he could walk. Analysts have dissected his swing since he was 8. Every tournament, every miss, every celebration gets compared to one man. Tiger Woods, the greatest golfer who ever lived. 15 major championships. 683 weeks as world number 1. A man who turned a country club sport into global theater. And now in 2026, Tiger sits unranked, his body broken by 7 surgeries, his ranking plummeted to 90th in the world. The legend is fading. The sun is rising. Charlie knows what people expect. Follow the blueprint. Go to Stanford. Win NCAA titles. Turn pro. Chase majors. Become the next version of Tiger Woods. But here's the thing nobody talks about. Charlie isn't Tiger. He never will be. And maybe, just maybe, he doesn't want to be. The Benjamin School in Palm Beach, January 2026. Charlie stands in the hallway between classes, earbuds in, hoodie pulled low. A few lockers down, someone laughs. He glances over. Kai Trump is there talking with friends, golf bag slung over her shoulder. She catches his eye for half a second, smiles, turns back to her conversation. They've known each other for months now. Same school, same sport, same suffocating level of public attention. Kai doesn't have to explain what it's like when paparazzi wait outside your algebra class. She doesn't have to justify why she turned down interviews after winning the Florida Women's Amateur. She just gets it. And Charlie, for the first time in his life, he's around someone who doesn't see him as Tiger's shadow. Have you ever made a choice that felt right in your gut, but terrified you at the same time? Maybe you already know where this is going. Or maybe you're starting to realize this story isn't what you thought it was. Stanford University, Palo Alto, California. The school where Tiger Woods became a legend. 2 NCAA individual titles. The foundation of a Hall of Fame career. Every coach, every analyst, every golf historian says the same thing. If you're a Woods, you go to Stanford. It's tradition. It's destiny. Miami, Coral Gables, Florida. Sunshine, ocean breeze. A rising golf program hungry to prove itself. No Tiger legacy, no pressure to replicate history. Just a chance to build something new. Charlie's parents are divorced, but on this, they're aligned. Elin Nordegren has been photographed at Charlie's tournaments, standing beside Tiger. co-parenting in a way that feels surreal to anyone who remembers 2009. She wants what's best for her son. Tiger wants what's best for his legacy. Those two things might not be the same. Stanford offers prestige. Miami offers proximity to home, to family, to the life Charlie's always known, and maybe, just maybe, to someone who makes that life feel a little less lonely. The rumors started small. A liked photo, a comment on Instagram, then a blurry shot of two teenagers leaving a golf course together. Charlie and Kai. The internet exploded. Charlie Woods dating Kai Trump. Tiger Woods approves relationship with Trump family. Is Charlie choosing Miami because of Kai? The headlines wrote themselves, but nobody asked the real question. What does it feel like to be 17 and have the entire world narrate your love life before you've even had a first date? Kai Trump isn't just another high school golfer. She's the granddaughter of Donald Trump. She signed a $1.2 million NIL deal before graduation. Her every move is political ammunition, tabloid gold, social media wildfire. And she's been offered a golf scholarship to Miami. Stanford doesn't have Kai. Miami does. It's easy to reduce this to teenage romance. It's harder to see it for what it really is. Two kids trying to find normalcy in a world that refuses to let them be normal. Some of you watching this have been in Charlie's position. Not with cameras and million-dollar decisions, but with the weight of expectations pulling you one way while your heart pulls you another. You know the choice isn't simple. You know it never is. Inside Tiger's Jupiter Island mansion, the walls are lined with trophies. Claret jugs, green jackets, crystal from tournaments Charlie's never even heard of. This house is a museum of greatness, and Charlie lives here. Tiger hasn't said much about the college decision. Not publicly, but privately, the conversations are happening. Late nights in the home gym, quiet moments after practice rounds. Tiger's body is failing him, but his mind is sharper than ever. He sees the game differently now, sees legacy differently. Does he want Charlie to go to Stanford? Of course. Does he understand the pressure that comes with it better than anyone? Absolutely. Charlie's friends say he's been quieter lately, more withdrawn. The kid who used to joke around at tournaments now keeps his headphones on. The kid who smiled for cameras now avoids them. Something's shifting. Stanford coaches have reached out. Miami coaches have reached out. Both programs want him. Both programs promise development, competition, a path to the PGA Tour. On paper, they're offering the same thing. But here's what paper doesn't show. Stanford is ghosts. It's walking the same paths Tiger walked, eating in the same dining halls, practicing on the same greens. Every swing compared to a 20-year-old highlight reel. Every miss a reminder that you're not him. Not yet. Maybe not ever. Miami is clean slate. It's warmth and proximity and a program that wants Charlie for Charlie, not because his dad bled cardinal red 30 years ago. And then there's Kai. 17, blonde, confident, already a millionaire from endorsements. She didn't choose Miami because of Charlie. She chose it because it made sense for her. But if Charlie chooses it too, the world will assume. The world always assumes. What do you think? Is it possible to make a personal decision when your entire life is public? Or is privacy a luxury people like Charlie and Kai will never have? These aren't rhetorical questions. They're the reality of this moment. Let's be clear. Charlie Woods and Kai Trump have never confirmed a relationship. Not once. No official statements. No red carpet appearances. No matching Instagram captions. But the internet doesn't need confirmation. It needs content. Blurry photos from the Benjamin School parking lot. Snapchat screenshots from mutual friends. A 3-second clip of them laughing at a junior tournament. The machine doesn't stop. The speculation doesn't end. Here's what we know for sure. They go to the same school. They play the same sport. They've been photographed together at golf events. That's it. That's the foundation of an entire media narrative. But even if there's no romance, there's something else. Understanding. Kai knows what it's like to carry a name that's bigger than yours. She knows what it's like when people assume they know your story before you've told it. She knows what it's like to be reduced to a headline. Charlie's world is smaller than people think. He's homeschooled at Benjamin. His social circle is tight. His life revolves around practice, tournaments, family. Kai is one of the few people in that circle who doesn't see him as a future Hall of Famer or a disappointing sequel. She sees him as a peer. That might be more valuable than any scholarship offer. Tiger and Elin were spotted together at Charlie's state championship match in December. They stood side by side, clapping, cheering, co-parenting in a way that felt almost scripted. The cameras loved it. The internet loved it. But behind the smiles, there's complexity. Elin wants Charlie to choose happiness. Tiger wants Charlie to choose greatness. Sometimes those align, sometimes they don't. What nobody's asking is this: what does Charlie want? Not what his father wants. Not what Stanford wants. Not what the legacy demands. What does the 17-year-old kid with the impossible last name actually want for himself? That's the question keeping him awake at night. That's the question 2 emails can't answer. If you've ever felt torn between who you're supposed to be and who you actually are, this next part is going to hit different, because Charlie's about to make a choice that changes everything. February 2026. The announcement comes quietly. No press conference, no ceremony, just a post on Instagram. Charlie Woods commits to the University of Miami. The internet fractures. Stanford fans are devastated. Miami fans are ecstatic. Golf analysts scramble to explain what this means for his development. Tiger's camp stays silent. But here's what the post doesn't say. Charlie chose Miami because it felt right. Not because of Kai, not because of NIL deals, not because he's running from his father's legacy. He chose it because for the first time in his life, he's making a decision based on what he wants, not what history demands. Kai Trump posts her own announcement the same week. She's going to Miami too. The timing is coincidental, or it's not. Nobody knows for sure. And honestly, it doesn't matter. What matters is this. 2 teenagers with impossible legacies chose the same school. They'll be teammates. They'll practice together. They'll navigate the pressure together. And maybe, just maybe, they'll remind each other that they're more than their last names. Tiger's response comes 3 days later. A simple statement. Proud of my son. Excited to watch him grow at Miami. No disappointment. No lectures about Stanford tradition. Just pride. Because Tiger knows something the rest of us forget. Greatness isn't about walking someone else's path. It's about having the courage to forge your own. Charlie isn't Tiger 2.0, he's Charlie 1.0. And that's exactly who he needs to be. The coffee is cold now, the emails are answered, the decision is made. Charlie Woods is going to Miami. Not because of Kai Trump, not in spite of Tiger Woods, but because at 17, he learned something most people don't learn until they're 40. Your life is yours. The pressure, the expectations, the comparisons, they'll always be there. But the choice, that's yours alone. This story isn't about romance or rebellion. It's about identity. It's about a kid who grew up in the shadow of greatness and chose to step into the sunlight. If you've ever felt the weight of expectations crushing you, if you've ever had to choose between legacy and freedom, if you've ever wondered whether your choices are really yours, this story is for you. And if it resonated, if it made you think differently about pressure and potential and the price of a name, then you're exactly the kind of person this channel is for. We don't chase headlines. We chase truth. We don't report rumors. We tell stories. And if that's what you're here for, you're already home. Charlie Woods chose Miami. The world will keep spinning. The comparisons will keep coming. But somewhere in Coral Gables, a 17-year-old kid is finally breathing.